Hey everyone, and welcome back to Remember This Tech. RAM prices at the end of 2025 are through the roof. DDR5 is pretty much off the table for new builds or higher end or mid-range gaming builds. And even into 2026, I think that this trend's going to continue, and it's hitting NVMe drives, SSDs, and also video cards going to be showing that upward pricing trend soon. So today I wanted to build a system that's fairly modern. You know, it's got a brand new 50 series GPU in it, an i5 14600KF CPU, which is last gen Intel, but still fast, right? And I wanted to pair it with not DDR5, but DDR4. I wanted to see what kind of gaming FPS we were going to get, 1080p and 1440p. I've got some nice LED XPG 3200 megahertz and RAM, DDR4, 16 gig of that. Be Quiet 850 watt gold modular power supply, and this ASUS B760M AYW Wi-Fi D4.2 motherboard. It supports Bluetooth, it supports Wi-Fi 6, and of course DDR4. So a lot of you might be screaming at me right now, why are you using that? You're going to hinder the performance. I don't have $300 to spend on a 16 gig kit of DDR5. So yeah, I'm using this board. And I want to give you a performance perspective in case, you know, you've got some DDR laying around, or you scored some for 40 bucks like I did, which is going to be a rarity from now on, and see how it works and into 2026. And here's the beast CPU. Now, what does this KF stand for? K means it's unlocked, and the F means, well, it doesn't have an iGPU in it. This means you need a dedicated GPU, in which we have today. And then I'm going to install the system, Windows, and all the games, and get to benchmarking. I'll do a few synthetic benchmarks to round this system off to get kind of a feel of where it falls into, and then we'll jump right into the benchmarks. You know, I'm only going to show one clip for whether it's 1080p or 1440p, but you know, it'll give you an idea of what these games can play, and you can compare and contrast to what you play as yourself. So if you're interested in any of these pieces or parts, I'll put them all in the description section below for you to check out. Come on, let's go! Kicking things off with the visually stunning but demanding Cyberpunk 2077. With ray tracing on and settings at high and ultra, our system handled Night City at 1080p with an impressive average of 107 FPS, keeping frame rates well above 80 for a silky smooth experience. At 1440p with ray tracing and high and ultra settings, still looked phenomenal. We saw a very playable average around 58 FPS, demonstrating that even this challenging title is well within reach at higher resolutions with our setup. Atomfall at 1080p ultra settings. This game absolutely soared, delivering an outstanding average of 204 FPS. This shows just how effortlessly our system powers through well-optimized titles, offering truly high refresh gaming experience. Even at 1440p ultra, Atomfall remained incredibly fluid. We recorded an impressive average around 159 FPS, proving this system is more than capable even at higher resolutions. At 1080p, even amidst chaos and massive explosions, our system maintained an excellent average around 110 FPS, ensuring a smooth and responsive experience. At 1440p, our system maintained an excellent average around 87 FPS. As you can see from the graph, our 1% low frame rate hovered around a strong 73 FPS, ensuring a smooth and responsive experience. No stuttering or slowdowns here, just pure, unadulterated liberation. Heading to Pandora in Borderlands 4 at 1080p, our system delivered a solid average of 78 FPS, making vault hunting a smooth and enjoyable experience. The action remained fluid even during intense firefights. Cranking it up to 1440p, Borderlands 4 still held strong with an average of 62 FPS. While the 0.1% lows dipped a bit in the most chaotic moments, the overall experience was very playable and consistently above 60 FPS for the most of the action.
You're really gonna hate this. Over for the grinder! Where's the fight? Ah, so that's what it looked like when my ship was shut down. Nothing worth seeing as the crew move it. It's lacking! Oh, no! Order eliminated. Bringing out the big guys. And die. Almost didn't see you there.
Taking on the robotic menace and arc raiders with high settings and ray tracing set to dynamic low, our system pushed out fantastic average of 121 FPS at 1080p. This showcases the system's ability to provide high frame rates, competitive edge, and fast-paced titles. When we step up to 1440p in arc raiders, even with high settings and ray tracing dynamic low, we still saw very respectable performance with an average of 89 FPS. The visuals were crisp, the gameplay remained incredibly smooth even in large-scale encounters. And finally, we took a ride through the stunning landscapes of the Wild Wild West and Red Dead Redemption 2 with ultra settings. This graphically rich game ran beautifully at 1080p, achieving a remarkable average of 112 FPS. Arthur Morgan's adventures were never smoother. At 1440p in Red Dead Redemption 2 ultra settings, we recorded a robust average of 88 FPS, proving the system handles even the most epic open world titles at higher resolutions with ease.
Lord have mercy!
Somebody kill that bastard!
I'm a lawman.
So, in my closing final thoughts, if you found this video helpful in any way, hit that hype button. And now might be a great time to like and subscribe as well, because it doesn't cost you anything and it really helps me out. So after pushing the system through a gauntlet of modern titles from the ray tracing demands of Cyberpunk 2077, high octane Atomfall, and Helldivers 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, Borderlands 4, and Arc Raiders, the data reveals a remarkably consistent pattern. This configuration, featuring the Core i5-14600KF and the RTX 5060 8GB GPU, delivers exactly the kind of robust experience you'd expect. At no point did the system memory bottleneck our gaming experience. DDR kept pace perfectly and provided a smooth, predictable scaling in both 1080p and 1440p, even in the most demanding scenarios. Now let me be absolutely clear, DDR5 is the future, and it does bring tangible performance increases and benefits, especially paired with modern CPUs, especially CPU-bound titles at lower resolutions. Faster DDR5 can absolutely improve frame rates and tighten up your 1% lows by reducing the CPU wait times, okay? If you're building a brand new top tier system with a decent budget and you want to maximize platform longevity, your absolute priority then is opting in for DDR5. It makes complete sense. It offers the latest technology and the most headroom for future upgrades. Now, the future of the pricing of DDR5 and SSDs currently is unpredictable. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you that. But if you have a system that you're going to build right now, you might as well get it if you have it within your budget, because I don't know if the price is going to go up or if it's ever going to come back down. So if you keep waiting, you'll never be able to build a system, right? However, the crucial takeaway from my testing revolves around value and real-world impact today. While DDR5 boasts higher raw speeds, achieving its full potential often hinges upon a delicate balance of frequency, latency, and dual-channel configuration. And once you transition into GPU-bound titles and scenarios, which is often most 1440p gaming and above, the performance gap between DDR4 and 5 narrows significantly, often becoming imperceptible in some cases. When you look at the current market realities, with the 32 gig kit of DDR5 costing around $360 on the low end and upwards, and a 64 gig kit of high-speed DDR5 hitting $720 on the low end and upwards, the cost prohibitive nature is undeniable. This makes an argument for DDR4 incredibly compelling. So if your goal is to maximize performance per dollar right now and you're upgrading on a budget, okay, but you will still want to tap into the power of Intel's 13th or 14th gen CPUs, This build emphatically proves that the DDR4 is not just good enough, it's still an excellent, capable, and smart choice. Especially if you have some DDR4 laying around, you can just pop in your system and upgrade your CPU and GPU. So you don't have to chase the most expensive option to get a truly fantastic, uncompromised gaming experience. This system here absolutely holds its own, delivering stellar results without breaking the bank. That's the whole point of this video. Thanks for watching. Remember this tech.